3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
There is a similarity between Cupid and corporate recruiting because oftentimes the best fit for you in a relationship does not present herself or himself or themselves as the best fit initially. So many times you hear folks say, yeah, my spouse, when I first met them, I thought they were blah, 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 like really mean, really aloof, really cold. And then I turned out that that was the farthest from the case, right? So first impressions, while absolutely critical, are not necessarily the right impressions, and sometimes you have that diamond in the rough that you initially pass over from a dating perspective or a social perspective, and you turn out that that person has great value. Well, it's the same thing on the recruiting side. Sometimes your first glance at an opportunity or your first glance at a recruiting service might not be the real value and the lasting value of that opportunity or that service provider or that candidate or that potential employer. Imagine the preparation that goes into making that first date. He finally said yes to coffee or lunch or, that, after work, drink, or heaven forbid, a dinner. She actually said yes. Well, you don't just, immediately after going from working out or changing the oil in the car, you just throw on a pair of ratty old, jeans or, ripped up clothes and just show up. No, man, you brush your hair, you do your hair, you get a manicure, pedicure, whatever cure you want, you dress the part, you make sure that you're presentable, right? Because you want to put your best foot forward. You don't, you want to do all the proper planning and preparation to ensure a positive outcome on this first contact you have with this other person. Well, how many times? Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Sean.
Should I say what not to do then?
Well, how many times? Yeah. Me, it's like,
well, no, yeah. Literally when I met Amy for the first time, my cousin's like, hey, you want to meet us for a drink? And I was playing baseball. So I literally had extra pair of shorts in the car from, who knows where they're from, and still had the eye black on, all dirty, and met him for a drink. I thought it was just my cousin and his girlfriend. And then they brought Amy there. And that's the first time I met her. So
ever?
Yeah.
Ever?
Yeah. So completely different from the way that you described.
First date jitters, man. You're like ironing your shirt 50 different times and you're polishing those already spotless mirror-like shoes and you're polishing them again. You just don't, you've washed your car 14 times over and you vacuumed it. You are leaving nothing to chance. You're making sure that you get a haircut the day before. Well, it's like that on your first interview, right? Prepare. Find out what that company is like. Go to their website. Find out what that company's value proposition is. Look up your interviewer on LinkedIn. Find out what university he or she went to. Find out if he or she, you might find out that he or she is a Miami Dolphins fan or a San Francisco 49ers fan. Who knows, right? Or an Anaheim Ducks fan in hockey. Who knows, right? But do the preparation, right? Make sure you actually know where you're going. Make sure you're accounting for traffic. If you have a 9 a.m. interview on a Monday, why don't you kind of drive that same route, on the Monday before, or on the Thursday before to make sure that there's no construction, right? prepare, prepare like you mean it. Prepare like it's important. Don't just show up.